What's going on, guys, and welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, we are looking at this past week's auction, which ended on, I believe it was the 12th or 11th or 12th of May, and that will be for Fanatics Collect. Then we will look into Alt and take a look at some of the cards that are actually ending tonight in a few hours, just about 4 hours, 5 hours, somewhere in there, will be ending tonight. So we will be looking into both of those as well. So without further ado, let's get into this past week's Fanatics Collect. In this past week's Fanatics Collect, we had, as you can see, these three big cards that topped the list for highest priced selling cards. The 1 of 1 Black Shimmer Jaden Daniels from Prism Deca in a 9 sold for $31,000. That's an incredible sale. It is a 1 of 1. I don't necessarily think that it should go for that much because it's not the true 1 of 1. The true black, I feel like, would go for more, but I don't know why a one year quarterback should be going for the prices that they are. The same thing happened with Stroud, and people lost money on Stroud. Now, if I was going to spend $30,000, I would look at the next card, Mickey Mantle, 1953, second year. Technically, it's maybe a third year, maybe, but second year card from Topps in a near mint 7, which is really impressive. Got $26,000. It's a short print, it says. What makes it a short print? Well, most cards back in that day were short printed, but this card was actually short printed because there was a production issue that occurred. Moving on to the third card, of course, it has LeBron and Michael Jordan on it. Numbered out of 25 in a BGS 9.5 with 10s for the auto. I'm not sure. I believe it's every auto, so I don't know what happens if one auto is different, if that lowers the entire auto grade or not. I haven't really submitted any cards to BGS. I'm more of a PSA guy myself. But that card with McGrady as well on there, McGrady hurts the card a little bit, but not a ton. Had he not had injury issues, this card potentially could have the top 3 guys that you would be chasing after. I mean, McGrady was incredible for a while. He had injuries, kind of like Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway was incredible for a long time, and then injuries got to him, and that was that. Kind of hindered him from having any records in the record book, stuff like that. So that card sold for $24,000, and as you can see, that was on May 11th. So it was May 11th that these auctions closed. The fourth highest was a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander PSA 9 of a flawless RPA out of 25. So that, I believe, would actually be considered like the true RPA, because I believe all the cards back then were numbered out of 25. Like, that was the highest that they would be numbered out of. And that sold for $21,000. Incredible sale. I'm not exactly sure what the series is at right now. To be honest, I haven't really been watching all that closely. My Bucks are out, so I kind of just stopped watching. But $21,000 for that card is incredible. The man shoots a lot of free throws, which helped out his averages a lot this year. And I'm not saying that that didn't help out other people throughout the years either. Kobe Bryant, my favorite player, was the same way. I mean, he got to the free throw line. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that helped his stat lines when Jokic really probably was the MVP, even though he more than likely won't win it. But we're moving on to the fifth. Card number 5 for highest sale price for the May 11th auction, and that is a jambalaya from like the original jambalaya set. Michael Jordan in a 7.5 sold for $20,000. Both cards were very sensitive grading wise. The borders weren't ideal on those, being some of the some of the earlier die cuts, not the best designs always. This design was incredible. Love this card. I actually have a Tiger Woods Jambalaya from, I don't even remember when is it from. It's one of the newer metal sets. I have a Jambalaya out of there of Tiger Woods. But that was a $20,000 sale. And then we dip down about $2,000 more and we get an orange refractor Fernando Tatis out of 25, 9.5, 10 on the auto. And that is a first Bowman. So that is the Prospect Auto card. Very high card. I'm sure during COVID that was a much higher priced card. But then we move on down and we get to a second year PSA 10 Michael Jordan. Second year card. Could be considered third again because Star and some of those other sets in there. But second year card, $18,000. A Michael Jordan Wizards patch auto out of 50, BGS 9, got 17,400, and that was a card out of 50. So not even like all that crazy of a card, but and it's Wizards, it's not Bulls. And then you get an auto of Michael Jordan 9.5, Gem Mint 9.5, 10 on the auto, out of SP Authentic, $15,000. Moving down, there's my guy, Giannis, numbered out of 5, 9.5, with no 10s on the subgrades. $15,000 on that select rookie. And then you go to a black refractor in an 8 of LeBron James, numbered out of 500 in a PSA 8, numbered out of 500 in a PSA 8. $14,400, which also was the price that someone bought a out of 5 National Treasures RPA BGS 9, 295s for the subgrades, 10 on the auto, also got 14,400. Now we find our first couple of Pokemon cards. 2002 Pokemon First Edition Hollow Crystal Charizard in a PSA 10, 12,000, along with the 1999 base set Shadowless First Edition Thick Stamp Hollow Charizard in a 7.5, also got 12,000. Moving over to this is actually an incredible card. 1994 Upper Deck Mickey Mantle Ken Griffey Jr. autographed on both. It is certified from PSA, $12,000. That is a really cool card. Moving to our first CGC grade in a pristine 10 Gengar Hollow. Pristine 10, $11,000. That is out of 2003 set. And then a 1997 PMG Red out of 100 Charles Barkley in a 5.5, sold for 11,000. These cards are insane. Absolutely insane cards. These cards, before COVID and everything, they weren't really all that well known. And you could get them for a couple $100. At max, a couple $100. Now you're looking at 11,000 for, I mean, that's a low grade, but yes, that's a decent grade for a very sensitive card. Moving on to our George Mikan rookie in an SGC 5.5, sold for also $11,000. We got our first Pichu. Thought it was Pikachu, but it's Pichu. Not sure. Neo Genesis First Edition Hollow PSA 10, 11,000 as well. And then a Legend promo, the Master Scroll in a 9.5. $10,800, so basically $11,000. Also selling for that price was a Vertical Kaboom Jaden Daniels in a BGS 10. Kobe Bryant in the 2006 Topps Chrome Gold Refractor should be out of 25. Thought it was out of 50. It's actually out of 25. In a 9, sold for just under 11,000. And a Connor McDavid UD rookie patch auto out of 97 for the same price, just under $11,000. And that was a 10 on that card, which is incredible. If you've ever seen the Cup cards, they are hard to grade. I did sell a Matty Beniers, I think it was numbered out of 3, something like that. It was low numbered. I pulled one in a break, spent it. I was spending a lot of money in breaks, kind of backing off that again for a while, but that's an incredible card at that price. And then your Mario Pikachu in a 10. There is an auto on there as well for $10,500. We'll move on to the next set of cards. A Color Blast Jaden Daniels in a 10, sold for $10,000. A gold refractor out of 99 of LeBron James. That is second year card, just under $10,000. And here's another Master Scroll in an 8, just under $10,000. Here's an XY promo from 2017, Team Rocket PSA 10 at $9,300. Also selling for that was a 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruth PSA 2, or good. Got a $9,300 winning bid as well. Followed with a Stars Rubies out of 30 of Jerry Rice in a PSA 8. Also got $9,300. One last card that sold for $9,300 as well is this beautiful, beautiful card. Chet Holmgren PSA Auto of Authentic Card PSA Auto 10 out of 10 RPA from NT, sold for $9,300 as well. And a beautiful card here, Zuperman, the Super Rave card out of 50 of Kobe Bryant. Beautiful, beautiful card, sold for $9,000. Also selling for $9,000 was a 52 Bowman Mickey Mantle in an 8 OC off center. $9,000 for that, and a $9,000 for stained glass Lamar Jackson rookie, numbered out of 10 in a PSA 10, sold for $9,000, which is crazy because it's a population 1 of 6. So that means that 6 others of these have sold for or have graded a PSA 10. That is interesting, to say the least. But we're moving on to my favorite variation or parallel that came out of Prism was the Tiger Stripe. Love the Tiger Stripe. Luka Doncic, rookie in a BGS 9, 8,700. A Wayne Gretzky Atomic Refractor out of 100 in a PSA 10, also sold for $8,700, which is incredible. And it's Wayne Gretzky when he was with the Rangers. Interesting. Here's an Anthony Edwards, mint 9, on the neon green fast break out of 5, 8,700. His cards have been going up quite a bit. If they did beat the Warriors, this card will go up a little bit more. I don't foresee them winning the West, but you never know who's going to win any of the divisions. So that's a great card. And then a Eddie Matthews rookie. There's a miscut in the PSA 8 from 52. Got $8,400. Incredible. Incredible card. And none other than the T206 Jake Beiser seated drum. I'm not really sure what drum means, but that was in a fair 1.5, got $8,400. Another Jordan auto, the card got a 6. Yikes. That brought that price down for sure. $8,400 though on that. $8,400 on another Gretzky out of 100. Run for the cup. And another auto of Jordan from 2007. Another T206 Ty Cobb green portrait. Piedmont. So I'm assuming Piedmont's saying who was making the card. 8,100. Luca Orange out of 49 in a PSA 9. 7,800 and 7,800 for this Shea Gilgeous-Alexander RPA. Not the true out of 25. Wilt Chamberlain rookie in a 6.5. Sold for 7,800. A Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in a pristine 10. One subgrade away from a black label. 7,800. And Carmelo Anthony RPA out of exquisite, out of 75, got an 8 and a 10 on the auto grade. Excuse me. So those were the top cards that sold in the May 11th auction on Fanatics Collect. Some very good sales yet again, showing that the card market is plenty strong. And let's get into the alt auctions that will be ending tonight. And it will be ending tonight. Let me just make sure I get all of them up right here. Alright. And we're looking at some crazy cards ending tonight. A true, well, not a true, but out of 20 RPA, this is the true RPA design. Out of 20 of Luka Doncic in a 9. $40,000. Again, with 4 hours to go. 28 bids on that, and 29 bids on the Shea Gilgeous-Alexander of the same exact variety of card. Out of 20 again. In a mint 9 auto 10 is at $30,000. Maybe it's from the same person. He could be having a very good night tonight with $70,000 coming in, if that is indeed from the same person. Then we got a out of 5 rookie auto of Jokic. This is the pop one with an auto grade and card grade of a 9 at $24,000. Here is one of my dream cards to own. I will never own it, but this is one of my dream cards. A 9.5 of the Jambalaya Kobe Bryant with one subgrade away from. It has 2 subgrades of 10. You need one more to get to that. That's at $21,000. We'll probably push closer to that 26 range. Now we have Tom Brady. His playoff contenders, basically it's like Panini contenders of nowadays, his rookie auto. The auto and the regular grade. Well, this is from Beckett Authentication. BAS. So, interesting. But that is at $21,000 there. A Jordan Love XRC Prism Redemption Black 1 of 1 in a 9 is at $12,000. Drake May Gold Prism out of 10 is at $10,000, and that's graded to a 9. If there's any 10s out there, that's crazy. Donovan Mitchell out of 10, rookie from Prism with a 9.5. 5. 5 does have one subgrade of a 10. 1 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 subgrade of a 10 just under 10,000. A Luka Doncic card here, beautiful again. That's at just under 10,000. Curry card, that's just over 8,000. A Jordan, that's almost at 9. Another beautiful Kobe, the Ultra Stars Gold in the BGS 9 is at 8,000. That is neon orange. I actually thought that was the copper, but that is neon orange out of 13. It is jersey numbered here. I don't know if he's still wearing number 2 or not, but that's at 7,800. Gunnar Henderson, mint 10 on the prospect auto, 7,400. LeBron, 7,200. Here's a beautiful card. EX credentials out of 500. Let's just call it. It's 499, but 500. We'll call it 7,000. A gold Kaboom of Favre out of 10 in a 9.5, almost 7,000. A 1 of 1 auto, not a rookie, 7,000 of Anthony Edwards. A beautiful PMG green out of 15 of Elway. Saying that it's altered, just over $6,000. A Tatum RPA at 6,700. Drake May 101. The Shimmer from FOTL is at 5,000. Third anniversary phone card, almost $6,000 from Pokemon there. Another Tatum rookie auto, numbered out of 10, just under 5,000. Here's the base card at almost 5,000 from EX. 2,000. A beautiful stained glass card of Burrow in a 10, pushing its way to 5,000. Plenty of cards in that $5,000 range. Here's a good one, Roman Anthony. Just scroll through here a little bit yet. Beautiful Cristiano Ronaldo from Eminence, $3,000. Here's a Mahomes XRC Prism Redemption out of 10, or a PSA 10, sorry, not out of 10, it's a silver, or refractor, or whatever you want to call it. 3,400. That is an autograph from Tiger Woods, rookie, quote unquote, rookie year. Beautiful card yet again, $3,300. And out of 10, Caleb Williams in a PSA 10, $3,000. Wemby in a 10, out of 199, $3,000. Purdy gold vinyl out of 5, PSA 7, ouch, 3,100. Is that Brady? That is Brady. Brady patch auto, 3,000. Vinicius Jr. out of 10, PSA 10. Very nice. Very nice card there. This is one of my favorite players, honestly. I just love his game. Cade Cunningham. RPA, we'll call it an RPA. Beautiful card. Burrow, downtown, gem mint 10 from his rookie year. It's almost at 3,000. Couple nice Jordan rookies. One's in a 7, one's in a 5.5. Not much difference really in the price either. Henry Aaron rookie, 2,300. Gavi at 2,400. Jalen Waddle. Surprised. You haven't really heard his name a whole lot, so that's kind of a high price. Not that it's not warranted. I'm just saying it's higher than what I was expecting. A beautiful logo patch here from Mike Trout from Diamond Icons. It's a 101, 1,900. Normally you see a lot of Pokemon on here. That's why I was waiting for one. Here's one. Pokemon Swish. It's an Umbreon VMAX. In a 10. It's at $1,700. couple of nice refractors from rookie years. It's a 101 Nebula. Love. Auto. Mint 9, Auto 10, 1500. It's a in-person signed auto the way it looks here of Connor McDavid on his rookie Igengar. That's a Japanese promo card there. Platinum medallion. Kobe row 0. There he is. 1400. A couple more Curry cards. So there's plenty of basketball. It's a lot of basketball for the higher end cards that are ending tonight on alt auction. Again, guys, thanks for watching these videos. We will give you an update probably on Sunday leading up to the Fanatics Collect auction, and we will go through some of the top sales from tonight's alt auction. So we'll see you on Sunday. If we don't see you on Sunday, we will probably see you next Thursday, where we will talk about this past alt and Fanatics Collect, and then the upcoming alt for that night. Thanks everybody for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you have been enjoying all these videos, subscribe, because there will be more coming. And until next time, peace.